I'm also gonna turn on Sunboy.
My son.
B, don't forget to turn on Sunboy.
I just
Give me
turned him
inspiration,
on.
please.
No.
Damn. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Do I get birthday inspiration?
Yeah, it was already applied.
Oh.
Do I get birthday inspiration?
It was already applied, and you used it. You both used it.
What do you mean?
No, today's my birthday.
No.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday!
it's my birthday too.
No.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Sass is supportive.
Sass is
What?
now on the death list as well.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Don't worry, Sass. I'll help you make an overpowered character.
Mhm.
Okay. We ready?
Yes.
Okay. 8 million years ago, we last played.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I didn't
Actually,
write
it was
a
34
fucking...
days and 20 hours ago.
Yeah, I didn't write a fucking recap for this, so bear with me, and I've been up since 5 a.m. Last session, y'all rescued some ladies. And then went to a market where you were meeting up with the agent with the code name of Dawn to get some more information, as he had been undercover, like deep undercover, for years. And you needed more information about like the organization that governs the cult you're after, and a little bit more information surrounding the cult leader. You got to the market, kind of did your own thing. There was a pop-up of Doremi Bakery where Nith got everybody muffins. Muffins? Was it muffins? I think it was muffins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she would feel guilty if she didn't get everybody food. And then came the meeting time with Mr. Agent Dawn, who happened to be Barrett Eubank, who Solace promptly punched in the face.
Yay.
And that's where we're picking up.
Oh, there was another thing.
Was there another thing?
I thought
Yeah, we
ended on-
rescued like a baby dragon, and now I have a pet baby dragon.
No,
True.
What do you mean?
absolutely not.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah. So we pick up, you having punched, Barrett.
Is he dead?
No. You punched him and he, like, rolled with the punch kind of thing. He saw it coming, he moved with it.
I mean, yeah, I think my strength modifier is 1, so it did 1 damage.
Yeah,
So, like, we're sure he's not dead.
we're sure.
Damn.
But yeah. That's where we left off. I guess up to y'all now.
You know him, Solace?
Yes. Although I am curious if he knows me.
I think he vaguely recognizes you in a sense. He did, like, when you punched him, I think I made him say something like, nice to see you or something. I don't know. I can't remember what I said 34 days ago.
And 20 hours.
And 20 hours, my bad. But he seems to, I guess, like, find you familiar. You have similar enough features to a shared loved one. That there's enough of a recognition in his eyes, and enough of a kind of resigned look. I believe I recognize you enough. I wouldn't say it's a happy welcome, but not much more I can expect.
How long have you been helping Moon?
Too many years. More than I can really tell. How old are you again?
I think I punch him again.
Make me roll. Actually, no. Not even. I think you just do. And this time he doesn't expect it.
1 damage.
1 damage. He kind of, like...
I think it is very, like, movie punch. Like, with the little sound effect and everything.
Yeah. Just a, like, whoosh.
Yeah, just like...
Yeah. He... he goes, not... exactly what I was hoping for. Time kind of moves weirdly. It's been a while. Unfortunately, not long enough in my eyes now, but long enough.
So, were there any actual members at the meeting, or was everybody a mole at this point?
No, just the two of us.
Are you saying... Oh, what's the name of the guy who died?
Oh, bro, you expect me to remember?
I mean, kinda.
Fuck. Vincent Solar.
Yeah.
Are you saying Solar wasn't actually a mole and he took the fall?
No, I just said the two of us. It was me and Solar.
I took that to mean you and I.
Then I guess 4 of us. He glances over at Lyra.
Ye.
She just coldly smiles. Doesn't really say anything, doesn't acknowledge him, just coldly smiles.
Mm-hmm.
So, how did you and I get by without being cold-heartedly killed?
I'm a much better liar than you assume me to be. And either Moonwell didn't realize you were a mole, or is toying with you.
Well, I had either course of action already prepared for. I know not how quickly news travels from within this network.
Fast enough,
Any,
but...
any information you want to share is more than welcome. You know, I've only been introduced, for the most part, since I killed my own mother. Family is so complicated, you know?
Oh, but you have no idea. Shall we take this somewhere a little bit more private, away from any spying eyes?
I'd love that.
Of course. Well, we can't very much go back to my estate here. I have a different place we can use. And he starts walking off with, like, no regard to if any of you are following.
What does Moon do?
Moon's kinda... They're looking, like, a little confused, at the reaction and what has, like, just happened. But they kind of start hesitantly following, and then turn back. Are you coming?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess we are.
I think Moon, like, falls back to... Or I guess, what kind of marching order do you think? Like, obviously, Barrett is leading the way.
I think Solace kind of walks with Soraya.
Okay. Cool.
Do you trust him?
Enough. He's been doing this for... Gods, I don't know, 15 years now or something? He was one of the first contacts we made in Sinahatum. Why? Do you know him? Like, really know him?
Yes.
Ah.
I grew up in this city, and I have spent most of my life watching his failures. People starving on the streets, freezing to death. He is one of the people here who had the power to help, and he has done nothing.
She gives, like, a sharp nod. Hey,
Those kinds of people don't do the right thing if it doesn't benefit them.
you don't believe in changes of heart?
I believe if he had a change of heart, he'd be standing on less corpses. He still has the power to help people. He still has the wealth, the connections.
You're right.
He doesn't even have the decency to acknowledge what he's done wrong.
Maybe not yet.
This is your operation. We have been invited into it, and so I will follow your lead. But I do not trust him. And
Okay.
if he ceases to be useful, then he is no longer an ally.
Well, you've got that right. I guess, what, any big toe out of line and you'll finish the job?
Like I said, this is your operation. I
Hmm.
won't ruin your attempts to help people. Not over a personal grudge. Not if I can avoid it.
All right. I respect that, and I also understand that it's probably a very big ask.
I do think Solace's entire body language has sort of flipped.
Mm-hmm.
I think he normally tries to, like, almost, not crouch, but he attempts to lower himself most of the time. He is aware of how large he is, and tries to appear less intimidating. And I think that has all kind of just fallen to the side in anger.
Unclark
he is-
Kented himself.
Yes, he is no longer slouched. He is, if anything, hunched forward. I think he is just staring daggers through his sunglasses at Barrett.
Well, if anything happens, I guess you have full permission to take him out.
I think Solace just kind of nods very grimly.
Anybody else talking on the walk over?
I'm just watching. I'm watching how Solace is reacting to this guy, and no, not really saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lyra's just kind of keeping watch, since they're not completely safe, to be honest. So she's keeping an ear on what's going on, but also like trying to be aware of the surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
I could have sworn that Solace had told everyone else also that Barrett was his father.
I think I did. I think I might have only told you.
I
don't
think
think
it
I got-
hadn't.
I don't think I
Sorry.
got the chance to tell the others yet.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was
Yeah.
gonna say I think you made the decision to tell us, and then it hadn't come up in time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think we had our little date, like, pretty much very early before this.
Mm-hmm.
Date.
Little date.
And then we came here and this happened.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I brought it up to you as like I'm going to tell everybody, and then this happened.
Yeah. Okay.
So Nith, you're fully aware. How are you doing? What are
Trying
you
not to
doing?
spill the beans and say some shit.
Oh god, my love.
Okay, you're good at keeping secrets, right?
Yeah,
How
she just wants to
good.
chew him out real bad.
Okay, so you're trying not to spill the beans and not chew him out.
Yeah.
I mean,
My
so
love,
to
my love,
clarify,
my love. Hmm.
I was acting as though like he hadn't said anything, but I was acting as though I had inferred the truth based off of how he acted and, quite frankly, their appearances.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say if
Mhm.
you
Like, is that fine? Like,
yeah, I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. If
Okay.
you like, obviously they look very similar.
I mean, yeah, the way
Okay.
that
Yeah.
one of the questions V and I had in DMs
Mhm.
was how similar do they look, and I think my response was like not a dead giveaway, but if you got told that they were related, you'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Okay.
if you are under the impression that they are related, I think that is a very easy connection to draw.
Or maybe even putting them like side by side long enough.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna lean down to Nith and say, "Hey, is it just me, or do they seem related?"
She's gonna try to cover it up and say, "What? Do all tieflings with red skin look alike?"
Give me a performance.
No.
Yep.
Hold on. Yes.
Should I roll
Yeah.
insight or something?
Yeah, you could
No!
roll against it with an insight.
Oh my god.
Beautiful. Gorgeous. Yeah, no, you see through Nith, she is flustered. She seems to be Nith, actually, how are you? You're flustered, you're angry? Describe all your emotions at the moment.
Yeah, she's taken aback because she's kind of pulled out of her like subtle fuming and wasn't like expecting to be talked to and asked a question. So a little frantic trying to like cover up you know her words and her appearance.
I mean, with a nat 20, do I just like? Can I respond as though I see through everything? Like,
Yeah, I mean, you see through enough. You recognize the rage. It's...
let me rephrase.
Mhm.
Can I tell that Nith is covering up the like?
Yeah. Give me a... Let's see. Give me a history check.
History. I'm good at that. Apparently not.
Yeah. The kind of like you can tell that Nith is covering something up, and the like anger that Nith is like radiating, the like emotions, they're kind of familiar, but you can't quite place why they make sense to you.
Okay. I'll kind of recoil a bit. He shared something with you, I guess. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to pry.
She's gonna soften. And even though she realizes that he knows, she's still gonna say, I don't know what you're talking about. But like not in a mean way, just a kind of and not quite under her breath either, just softly, a little bit defeated. But still trying to hold up appearances, even though, you know, she knows that Frigus knows.
It's fine. He'll tell us when he's ready. And I'll drop it.
She's gonna just kind of tug on his sleeve a little bit. I'm not angry with you. I'm just upset at this whole situation.
Hey, that's, I think, the most reasonable reaction. Let's just try and make sure Solus doesn't kill anyone.
I wouldn't mind.
I'll chuckle at that, but not say anything.
Cool. After, I want to say maybe like 20 minutes, 30 minutes-ish kind of thing, you make it to a little, very, like a tiny house. Small, it's not anything grand. Nothing that would give away that it's maybe a second house to someone with so much power in the city. And Barrett goes and opens the door and gestures for everyone to enter.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic on myself as we enter. What's wrong?
This shit's magic as fuck.
Uh-oh.
That's not necessarily a good thing.
What's magic?
God, I gotta fucking look at the schools of magic again. You would do this to me.
I would, in fact, do this to you.
God. So fucked up.
How do you think I feel every time?
I don't even know what half of this shit means.
So if it's protective, it's abjuration. If it's explodey, it's evocation. And if it's
Okay.
something else, then you just say transmutation and call it a day.
Yeah, alright.
Explodey could be abjuration as well.
Well, good news.
It's like a trap.
It's all three.
What specifically is all three? Like,
The whole house.
Like, there's a bunch of stuff scattered throughout the house. You notice the windows and doors have abjuration magic around. Outside the perimeter, there's some evocation. There's a couple little transmutations scattered throughout, like, the walls and the ground. The seams, while you're looking at it, for all, like, intents, it is like a safe house. It is, like, heavily fortified.
I think Solus wants this to be a trap and just walks right in.
Upon like detecting the magic, with all the abjuration, especially on like the doors and windows,
Mhm.
I'm gonna call out to Eubain. Wait, there is far too much unknown magic here. How do we know you're not leading us into a trap?
Really? He points down at his feet. You think I would lead you into a trap? and then knowingly step on things?
Stepping on something isn't the only way to trigger a trap.
It's
Well-
fine, Frigus. If it's a trap, we'll deal with it.
Of course. I guess, Frigus, you'll just have to trust me the way I seem to be trusting you.
I deflate a little and look at Moon. It's your call. He's your contact. I don't like it, though.
Don wouldn't do anything to put any of us at harm. He's been working with us for 15 years now. I trust him enough to know that he wouldn't do this intentionally. And Soraya is gonna walk through the front door.
I follow.
Yes, in.
Cool. Solace, did you go in first?
Yes.
Okay. Good news! You don't explode!
That's bad news.
Damn, my bad.
Rip. Solace was ready to fight.
Solace was like, it's on site with this man. Nith, you're going in?
Yep.
Alright.
Not before I
Everybody.
spit on the ground in front of his house, though.
Damn.
Fine.
He's still holding the door.
That's fine.
Do you pause while you do this? And, like, look at him after, or no? Do you just, like, spit and walk right in?
Spit and walk in. I'm not looking at
Cool.
him.
He looks at it and then, like, looks up at the group. And gives, like a kind of, like, cold smile and closes the door. I would ask that you not sully my house.
Oh, grow up. You drag more dirt in when you walk through the door.
Hmm. And I could still kill all of you right now. And yet, I am not.
I would love if you tried.
I'm sure you would. Well, have a seat. I guess we'll discuss business and then you can be on your way.
How generous and thoughtful of you to offer us a seat.
Oh, don't act so snide. I'm doing you a favor here, not the other way around.
Wow. Favors. Isn't that nice?
I could keep all this information to myself, but you all need it.
Oh, please. I'm eager to know what prompted this act of generosity. It's not in line with what little I know about you.
Can't fathers have regrets? You're aware of those regrets, are you not, Frigus?
I suppose you could say that I am.
And while my attitude may not be as you may hope, I've been met with hostility, and so you shall get it in return.
having worked for Moon for 15 years, I think you've seen worse.
Oh, definitely. But I don't have to take it willingly.
Having worked for Sina Haddam for however many years, I know you've seen worse.
Oh, I've seen much more than you could imagine.
Are you so fragile that a group of strangers gets you ruffled?
Do not mistake any of this for fragility, child.
She's gonna throw her head back and like cackle.
You do not know me, so do not pretend to. Do you want your information or not? I could always give it to someone else.
If you're through with the idle threats, our ears are open when you're ready to speak.
I understand you're looking for Moonwell here. Something about that expedition? I'm aware there might be someone of use up there as well. I can't say for certain how much of this intel is still accurate. Moonwell likes to move around a bit too much for my liking. However, it was true as of 2 weeks ago, and he's not set to rotate again for another moon cycle now. Moonwell should be holed up in his house. His 4th house. Just within the cemetery district. I would say your best bet is to track the house down and attempt to surprise him, however you see fit. He will not go quietly, and the cemetery is kind of his domain.
You're
To
implying
clarify,
he's a necromancer?
That he is. Unfortunately, you do not have the luxury to wait for him to move to his many, many other houses. If I am correct, he is not too far from the wall. Makes it a little bit easier for him to get his ghoulish subjects to do his bidding.
to clarify, did you say here or in
Cemetery.
oh, sorry, you said the
Here.
cemetery district, but like
Yes,
like
in
here.
hold on, let me. Yes.
Okay, sorry. For
My
some
bad.
reason my brain went to the Whitestone, the place we're going
Oh.
next.
Yeah. No. He's in the cemetery district here. The job is quite simple, in my opinion. You get in, you kill him, you take a couple documents, you burn the place to the ground.
And what would the documents be for?
It's enough information for me to sneak it to the whatever local authorities I can, well, anyone can reasonably try and trust to leak information, get rid of the mayor, get some of the council out of the way, and root out the rest of Sina Haddam. It's been a very delicate operation that I've been working on for 15 years, as it's encrypted, and I have finally cracked said code.
And then what?
And then someone else takes over, and I leave town.
Not planning to stay and enjoy the peace that you create?
No. I know you don't believe me to have turned over a new leaf, and frankly, I have not given you the impression that I have. However, about 15 years ago, I had a wake-up call. And I'm no longer interested in what I once was.
Sure doesn't
And
reflect
what-
in the way. Yes.
Yes, well, I have many regrets, and most of them span years prior.
And what exactly are your interests these days?
Peace. I would say that's maybe a bit about it. I have no more interest in my money or my properties or much else. There are bigger things in the world that are worth more and are bigger threats.
I'm gonna direct my next question to Soraya. What happens if Moonwell dies? Does Sinahatum truly collapse?
No, we do need those documents. It'll help weed out the rest of the cult in the areas, and then we get to hunting them down. It does leave a little bit of a power gap, but it's something that I think myself and a few other associates can help fill in a way that is not harmful.
And we don't just clear the way for someone worse to take over.
I think
Well-
if there was someone worse, they would have killed Moonwell by now.
I don't know if there's someone worse in the city, but there was a benefactor mentioned for this cult. I don't think they're interested in these lowly politics, though. They've not disposed of Moonwall yet. And I've not encountered any agents so far. Barrett kinda sighs. Yes, well, there is a benefactor. The benefactor is who that merchant up in Whitestone has been speaking for in regards to this. However, from what I know, their interests are not Sinahatum's interests. So if you can destroy Moonwell and we can get rid of the other members, I do not believe they will be an immediate threat.
It's too perfect. He just happens to be here waiting in the cemetery district where he can summon an army of the undead to protect him.
Maybe,
I don't
but
know.
it is a coincidence. I was not expecting any of you to show up. I thought I had at least 2 more moon cycles before anything could be done.
Solus, you clearly know him better than I. What do you think?
I don't think it particularly matters. Moon here is trusting us to help the people of this city, and we have a path forward. We can either choose to follow it, or we can hide, and more people get hurt while we do.
Fair enough.
If it's a trap, we fight our way out of it like usual.
Nith? Lyra?
I unfortunately think that this is all we have to go on. I don't think we have a choice.
Sorry. I really don't like the idea of an army of undead. If there's anything we can do to, I don't know, lure him out of there, that would be preferable.
Unfortunately, I don't know how successful of an idea that will be. My guess is the moment something seems to be amiss is when he starts raising the dead. I think our best bet is to hit him hard and fast.
You would be correct. He would see any sort of lure or trap from miles away. And then I don't think we'd have enough time to stop the excursion to Whitestone.
Does the excursion to Whitestone not happen regardless? I thought that was already underway.
They set out in a week's time. No one gets information until 2 nights before to ensure that there are no leaks. You kill Moonwell, you get the documents. People are left scrambling, trying to figure out what happens. We swoop in. They're gone. There may still be some members who make their own excursions to Whitestone. I have no idea who they may be. But even if they get there, only a few of us were aware of the man's name who speaks for said benefactor.
What's his name?
The merchant?
Yeah.
Carrig. His wife was taken years ago. There was something about a daughter. I've not heard much of that.
What do you mean taken?
Oh? Do you have an interest in Whitestone?
No, just answer the question.
If you're asking if I did it or anyone from Sina Haddam did it, we did not. I know not of what happened to his wife, only that the benefactor, the group called Morose, took his wife years and years ago. I know that they wanted to go for the daughter next, but she disappeared. I can only hope she is far away from all of this. Nith, how you looking?
I'm
Give me a performance. Or, no, deception.
Oops.
That's fine.
Okay, hold on.
That is a higher number.
That is
It
a
is.
little bit of a higher number.
face is white. And she's kind of like disconnecting from like just being present.
Mm-hmm.
Her mind is going a million miles an hour.
Yep. He leans forward in his seat. Oh. My condolences then.
His voice is gonna kind of snap her back, and she's gonna snap at him. I don't want your condolences. Not from someone like you.
And yet you know nothing about me. If it gives you any sort of comfort, I know he does not do it willingly.
A little bit of
You-
realization. Oh, so go ahead.
You of all people do not get to talk about my father.
Of course.
I'll say in kind of like a gentle voice to try and ease the tension. Well, I think it's clear we'll be getting to Whitestone as soon as we can then.
Yes.
She's just gonna kind of crumple in her chair a little bit. She feels very small.
Well. It's simple, I guess, then. Kill Moonwell, get to Whitestone. Free whatever contract holds in place. Mr. Carrig.
Moonwell was able to appear and disappear at the meeting. How do we know he won't just escape using the same method?
I will get something for you to block those types of magic. It may take me a little bit, though.
How long do we have before he is no longer in the cemetery district?
I would say about 3 more weeks, but you don't really have 3 more weeks. Give me 2 days.
All right. As soon as we've got a way to prevent him from running, we will be ready to act.
I will pass it along to Moon here, so our contact is not as extended.
He won't be coming with us.
Do you want me to? He seems
I'm not
genuine.
sure.
Well, if you need me, for whatever reason, I will be there. Just let Moon know.
You used to be in the army, correct?
His face kind of, like, shudders. That I was.
Did you set down the blade?
Unless need arises, and it is deemed worthy.
Worthy.
I know you have no love for me, and you have no right to. I do have many regrets. And they are not
Personally,
yours to assuage.
Personally, I'd love if you came along. The way I see it, you either help us right an injustice in this city and prove that you aren't lying to us, or you prove that you are lying to us and we just get one more nobleman to kill.
He inclines his head. I will be there then.
I think Salas just kind of nods and heads for the door. I don't think he wants to be here anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
I think Muffin huffs and her little stomach compartment opens and a bunch of like basically raw cookie dough falls to the floor as she leaves.
He just kind of like nods.
well, until then,
Until
and
then.
I will follow suit.
Be realizing in real time they have to make a real character sheet for him.
Oh, for Barrett?
Yeah.
Oh, baby. It's already done.
Oh,
Hell
they
yeah.
have
It
one.
exists.
It has been created since the beginning.
Listen,
I-
we either get
Mhm.
easier boss fight or we get double boss fight.
Yep,
It's a
True.
win-win.
it's a win-win.
We've had one,
Um,
yes, but what about second boss fight?
Part 2.
Yeah.
Nith is gonna be the last to leave because she wants to say something to him.
Okay.
I don't know if I know Solace and Frigus have left already. I don't know if Lyra had anything specific before leaving.
No, she's gonna follow her friends out.
Okay.
Okay.
Moon is going to go up to Barrett real quick. And whisper a couple words, and they're both gonna like nod at each other, and then she's gonna nod at Eunith as she leaves.
Okay. She's gonna walk up to him and kind of like jab her finger in his chest. You better not disappoint him any more than you already have. And if you truly have regrets, and if you actually want to help us, you better not fuck it up. Do you hear me?
I hear you. And trust me. I guess don't. I have many regrets, and they all stem from leaving him and his mother behind.
Then instead of running away like a coward, you should stay here and build this city to what it's supposed to be, what you were supposed to do.
You think I could do that? Why not give my money to people who could? I am too jaded. I am too colored with regret
Boo-hoo!
and grief.
Figure it out.
Yes? You amuse me. I hope you know that your father probably carries many regrets as well. I hope you do
I
not
said don't
hold
talk about
him
him.
working. Oh. That you did. Well, I hope you don't hold any of it against him the way you seem to hold it against me, with no knowledge of who I am. Have a good day.
Have
And
the
he's
day you
gonna
deserve.
push you out the door.
That's fine. What a coward.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hiding behind this, oh, you don't know me. I have so many regrets.
Sass when a fucking rich guy wants to redistribute his wealth instead of using it all for himself.
Then do it. Why haven't you done it already?
That's what he was telling you!
Oh.
You called him!
And I was just trying to connect.
He was
some
like,
dots.
what? He was like, I'm gonna give my money away to better people who could do this. And you were like, why don't you do it? And he was like, I know other people could do it better.
That's fine. Still a coward.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep cutting out.
Download more mic.
Yeah.
It's usually only on your lower registers, but it's not terrible.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It doesn't like when I speak with my regular voice.
It's
And
not
go
that,
lower.
It's like when you end your sentence. It's usually when you end your sentences.
Oh, okay.
It's not,
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
There's a little too.
It might be. I've turned off a couple
Your flow
filters.
might be a little too low or too high.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've turned off a couple filters, so we'll see how it all goes. Especially because now I think you can hear if I accidentally hit the table, so.
Hell yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
by accidentally, they mean whenever something
On
we do
purpose.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. yeah.
Slap
Accidentally on
We
purpose.
heard that.
Yeah. I'm gonna fireball this frostworm. Fuck! Okay. You all leave. Mhm.
When Soraya makes her way out, I'm gonna kind of round on her. Listen, I knew he had to be, your contact had to be someone terrible if they were a mole within Sinahatum, but I see no reason to trust this man.
I've seen his work firsthand. I know you don't have to trust him, but I would ask that you trust me at least.
And you agree that the best place to strike him is in the cemetery district.
I've tried to take this man on myself by luring him out or setting traps or literally anything, and he sees them coming all the time. We have a week to ensure that Whitestone doesn't get marched on. What else would you do?
Honestly, up until about 5 minutes ago, I was planning to march to Whitestone and do what I could from there.
And that's... Is that what you would do now?
I don't know. There's a part of me that says this is a trap. We have no chance of killing him here. And we should go to Whitestone before it's too late. And there's another part of me that says if we can end this here, we end something terrible. We rid the land of what I can see is the greatest problem currently. This cult is... it's everywhere.
And it's been festering for a really long time. I would ask that you trust me, not Barrett. Me.
I trust you, Moon. I needed to make sure. I needed to... we need to make sure this is the right decision. With what we just learned about Nith's father being in danger in Whitestone and everything else, it's hard to know the right course anymore.
Right. Wrong. I think it's all a little subjective for a lot of different people. I think this is our only option. I think if we let him get away, or we let that expedition head to Whitestone, I don't know who's funding this, but I can't imagine letting Sina Haddam grow will be beneficial for us. And it might just make them stronger.
Alright, well, we have work to do then. How to infiltrate a home in the cemetery district without the angry necromancer conjuring an army of the undead. Simple, right?
Totally easy. We've got this. We just have to trust each other.
Has Nith come out by now?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
shoved out, really.
Yeah, fully like shoved out, door slammed before Nith could be like, have the day you deserve.
I'll assume Nith kind of caught up around here then.
We have a good amount of preparation, and luckily we know what we're up against. I believe I have some infusions that will be helpful to us. It might be good to stop by the magic shop. Perhaps we can get a scroll or two that will help us turn the tide.
I don't suppose anybody has a powerful cleric friend. Always good for, storming hordes of undead.
I have access to some radiant magic. Do you?
Unfortunately, my magic is anything but.
Fire will do fine, I suppose. I can increase our resistance a little bit. Depending on how careful we want to be, I'd have to get rid of the ring that you're wearing. And I'm going to point to Fregis's ring that lets him recharge a spell slot. I can only
Are you breaking up with me?
I can only maintain so many infusions at a time. So the question becomes if you'd rather have more firepower or more defense against the undead.
Well, till death do us part, and I'll toss him the ring.
That's so good.
Alright.
Hey, DM, can I change my class real quick?
No.
If we could perhaps find spell scrolls, we might be able to find one for Guiding Bolt or some other similar spell that would be effective against the undead. Or honestly, even protection from poison would be able to ward off some of the potential maladies. I can't say I'm too familiar with necromancers, but those are just some ideas. What about you, Soraya? Have you ever fought a necromancer?
If they were, I couldn't say. No, I don't think so. I fought some pretty weird things, though. You know? Or maybe you don't know. Regardless, I think it'll be fine. I have some divine magic.
You and Nith are most likely to be the most up in the front in what is to come. So I would like to provide the two of you with some extra resistance.
Okay.
It's a whole process. We'll get to that when we next have some time down.
Of course. No worries. I guess.
Other than that, I think we should go shopping, see if we can find anything that will be useful.
Yeah.
I would like to ask DM a question.
Yeah.
So, in an effort to not be metagaming,
Mm-hmm.
how would we determine Friggis's, and anyone else's, to be completely honest, knowledge of powerful radiant spells, things that would work against the undead? Like,
Friggis, you are a wizard. You think you studied that shit?
I don't know.
You're a war wizard.
I feel like you'd have a basic
You'd
knowledge
have,
of...
yeah.
Right, a basic knowledge for sure, but does a basic knowledge include, like, hey, I'm gonna go look for a spell scroll to cast Spirit Guardians, you know?
I guess maybe not, like, specific things, but you would know, like...
I mean, you'd probably know, like, clerics have shit tons of spells that are good for this. Some of them are good for area of effect, some of them are good for, like... Yeah.
I guess, okay, a better question would be, if I cared to find the information, is it easy to know what kind of, like, spells clerics have access to? Like is that something I could read in a library or learn growing up or something like that?
You're a prince. I would assume yes. You would have access to know what kinds of magic certain clerics could obtain. You would know a bit more information about like war clerics. And maybe a little bit of like a different type of cleric, but like your mom was like a war cleric. Is that what I put her as? Hold on.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, war cleric. Yeah, war domain cleric. So you'd have like information like a war domain cleric. If you think like, I mean, there probably would have been other domains in there. So if you had gone out of your way to study this kind of stuff, then yeah, you'd have a bit more than just a basic knowledge. You could have like a partial information of spells that they would have.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Barrett said to be back in
2 days.
2 days. Solace.
That's me.
That's you. You give me a history check.
History. It's a natural 2.
Damn.
Yeah, that is a natural too.
Is it related to the city?
It's not.
Damn.
It's no, I guess it's only been 2 days now.
Well, actually, if we're not immediately going into battle, I'm gonna use Fortune of the Many. Get
Yeah.
+3 to that, so it's a 12.
It's
Cool.
also Goblin's birthday, so he has inspiration, right?
Absolutely not. I'll give you a 12. You would realize it has been 2 days since your dream. And you were informed to meet the knowing mentor, where it all began in 3 days' time.
Oh god, it's been so long since we played. I do remember the dream where
Mm-hmm.
it all began. Oh, I know what that means. Oh, damn. All right. Yeah, that's a tomorrow. That's a tomorrow problem. Oh,
That's
boy.
a tomorrow problem.
All right.
Y'all gonna
Today, shopping.
shopping. Ah, fuck. Let me pull up the shopping list. I didn't have that ready.
That's fucked up, man.
I didn't know y'all were gonna want to do shopping.
You gotta do shopping before you fight a necromancer.
That's my bad. Yeah, I should have thought of that.
I'd like to buy the Fominator.
Fulminator.
Do you know how good the Fominator would be against zombies? You just fucking spray them and it solidifies. You think they're getting out of that? Hell no.
Beautiful. How much money do y'all have?
I got a good amount. I got 400 gold.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
We
been
did
85 years. Where
520.
we see that?
In the little backpack tab.
Oh, 275. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we did a very small shopping trip early on in
Except for
arriving in
Nith.
town.
We almost got more from the ladies we saved, but I was too busy being sympathetic about their dead dad.
Yeah.
They're like,
Fuck. They were like, "You want gold?" And you were like, "No, your dad
Mom's
just
like-
died."
Mom's like, we can pay you, we can reward you, and I was like, yeah, I mean, if you really want to, but I feel bad.
I forgot about that. Nith. Give me a perception check.
Nith is gone.
I think Nith
What?
BRB.
I don't ever check general. Oops.
Sass is making a salad.
No, it's so fair.
I can't believe Sass is ignoring us.
I can't believe Sass is
Oh my
ignoring
God.
us. Sass is ignoring me specifically. It's so fucked up. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. I can wait.
Damn, hold on. Let me just delete all the notes I was making for this very romantic scene. Darn.
Oh, that's fucking
Sass-
mean. You know she's screaming.
Sass either, like, has, like, the Bluetooth headphones in, or has us, like, playing on her speakers. And if, like, it's close enough, I don't know, she could, like, maybe hear us, and is going, like, fuck! You know?
Yeah.
In the kitchen.
I would never BRB to make a salad. I am, however, grilling a full steak right now.
Hmm.
Are you so serious? That's so
I knew
funny.
it.
No, I'm not. I should not enter the kitchen.
You know what? Now that my brain
Yeah.
thinks about some things, you right.
What do you mean? I've heard Goblin's a great chef.
I'm an amazing.
Oh, so good. Yeah.
There's so many clips of why he should not be in the kitchen.
Gobble catching all the strays right now.
Fuck up.
Okay, yeah.
So can I buy a zombie killing gun?
No, I think we're fresh out actually.
Damn. Can I buy
So
100
sorry.
scrolls of Radiant Bolt?
Yeah, we're
Or
also
Guiding Bolt.
fresh out, unfortunately.
Can I buy 5 scrolls of Spirit Guardians?
Ah, true.
Fresh out.
That's
Oh,
fucked up.
can I-
So what are we gonna buy?
Can I just
I don't
rent
know.
a cleric?
Can I just rent a cleric? That would be a funny campaign idea.
1-800 rent a cleric. That's so
Yeah.
funny.
I think that'd be a really funny campaign idea where you're just a party of clerics that gets rented out. Or just like a one-shot idea. Ghostbusters. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, yeah, I think I talked to Faye about it before Tails became not busy until the end of the month. I was planning to do a filler session where I've got this. It's not D&D. I've got a separate system. What is it called? Immediately dropping a bunch of shit on the ground. Don't worry about it. It's called Goblin Quest.
Oh.
It is a game where you play around. I don't know exactly how many. I think you play around 5 different goblins. And it is a incredibly lethal game where you are expected to make it through with 1 or 0 of your remaining goblins by the end of the quest.
Oh god.
So I was going to do that as like a filler session for like the war that you guys are going into, and just have you play a bunch of like little mooks who
Oh
get
my goodness.
fucking decimated in the war. You get to make 5 little guys that just get obliterated by all of the named characters.
That's oof. I love that. When will Sass return from the war?
You just don't want us to go shopping. I understand.
No, it's fine. You all can go shopping, but when Sass gets back, I need a perception check.
Oh.
Okay, you make your way over to... Do you want to go back to Gilmore's?
Yeah, Gilmore can hang.
Gilmore can hang.
Can we make
I
it
gotta pull
Gilmore
up
with
my
a silent T
Gilmores.
at the beginning for no reason at all?
I think he'd like... You like come in and you're like, you should add a T to the beginning of your name. And you are forcibly ejected from Gilmore's. No.
I think I can hear
No!
Paige like screaming in the distance.
No, you know what? Me too, I think. He like signed something for you and there's like a T at the beginning and then he's like, don't tell anybody.
Oh, strange. My Discord
Wait,
just
so-
says Paige is rapidly approaching my destination.
It's like the Uber Eats notification, except it's Paige Eats.
There you go.
Hey, yo.
Hey,
Ew.
oh shit, I didn't think.
This is actually what Paige is doing this weekend.
Hmm?
On her way to beat us up.
Well,
It is
Gilmore
indeed
rejected
work.
my IOU, right?
What? Who?
Gilmore.
Dude, that was how many years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he like fully was like, absolutely not. You have to pay right now.
Yeah.
Fucked up, man.
Yeah, I know. He was like, you need to give me money.
Yeah, most stores do function like that. Oh,
Beautiful. Hi,
okay, so Nick
Sass.
could hear the whole time.
Hi, sorry.
Could you
Hello?
hear the whole time?
Yeah.
So you heard Goblin say that he was deleting the romantic plans that he had?
Oh, it's already deleted. Don't worry.
It's
about
already deleted. Okay, cool.
Damn.
Screaming. I'm screaming.
Beautiful. Nith, you head over to the magic shop and you're like, fuck, I don't have any money. And then you like check your pocket. And there's a bag. A little pouch. I have 500 gold.
Where'd that come from?
Where do you think that came from?
Jesus.
Is this blood money?
Jesus.
No, we already
Maybe.
shot
Are
him,
you gonna
remember?
use it? It was put in your pocket as you were shoved out the door.
Damn, really taking care of anyone but his own son.
Yeah, no, I'm giving this
You
to
didn't
Solace.
come close to him. Okay, give him the 500 that I just put in your thing.
Okay.
Just delete
How
that
do I do
5. Oh my god, I'll do
Wait.
it.
that? Okay.
Are you
Oh,
giving it to
thanks.
me?
Thanks, Dad. Yeah, that's yours.
Yeah, of course.
Why are you giving me 500 gold?
Because your sperm donor gave it to me. That's why.
Ah,
It's your inheritance.
Oh my god. Christ.
It's your
yeah, now that
allowance for the week, actually, now that he's
Your
here, he wants to make sure you get
Dad finally came home.
Dad finally came home. He's got a new boat, and he started giving me an allowance.
Yeah.
It's the best fucking day ever.
Change of heart, new boat, got an allowance.
Barrett came
Fucking
home.
milk,
He
though.
got a new boat. He's giving me an allowance, and he keeps trying to get me to call him Dad.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think as Nith hands this to me, I say, yes, and if it wasn't clear enough by now, Barrett is my father.
Really, I didn't pick that one up.
Yes, I'm
Oh my
sure
god.
it was readily apparent. Regardless, I apologize. I had intended to bring it up to you all, but I was caught off guard by his sudden appearance, I suppose.
Well, we've kind of been a little bit busy. Can hardly blame you. It's not something I'm sure you wanted to talk about anyways. I wouldn't.
It doesn't change things too much for us. I stand by everything I told you about him to begin with. I don't trust him, but I do know that he, if he's being honest, could be very useful to us. And there's no better way to show that than on the battlefield.
Well, shopping time?
Indeed, we're gonna need everything that we can get in our favor, as from what I understand. If Soraya has attempted to defeat this man several times and failed, then I think we are in for quite a rough fight.
I think we've got this together. I think if we can do this at all, it'll be all together. So, yeah, I guess let's grab some scrolls. Is that what y'all need? Potions? A snack?
I mean, I suppose first things first, we could ask Gilbert.
Gilbert?
Isn't that his name?
Gilmore?
Gilmore, thank you. Listen, there's 2 Gil names, and it's a 50-50.
It's Gilbert now.
Oh
I'm
my
so
god.
sorry.
It's not.
It's Gilbert to his friends.
Listen, if it's Gilbert to his friends, Matthew Mercer is going to descend and be like, "The fuck are you doing to my characters?" And I'll be like, "No,
Gilbert,
please, Gilbert, darling."
I fucking tweeted during
I
our
know.
Wild 'Em Out campaign, like, I wonder if Matthew Mercer is upset at, like, all of the people who butcher his world. And he responded to me.
I know.
I still
he
love
draws the line at calling Gilmore Gilbert. Okay, you
Matthew
head
Mercer
over.
gave me his blessing. I'm allowed to do whatever I want.
All right. You all make your way over to Gilmore's. Yeah. What we grabbing?
I think... I mean, now this is Goblin talking more than Solace. I think
Mhm.
protection from poison scrolls might be a good idea. I know zombies, I don't think are, like, particularly poison, but, like, I feel like poison is, like, the vibe of a necromancer. I feel like that
Mhm.
might wind up being useful. Because, I mean, there's a lot of... I'm not on a wizard right now, so I'm a little limited in my brain, but I feel like there's a lot of poison wizard spells. Flyish, back me up.
I would agree.
There's like poison spray and acid something, and
The second level
Cautious
spell
Caustic Brew.
scroll.
oh, acid damage is different than poison damage. Fuck.
Yes.
That's the only other issue is acid and poison are 2 different things, but like
I
both
mean-
are kind of just as likely.
Yeah, I get the vibe poison's gonna be a factor. And I
Let's
don't really know any
see.
other spell that would be good. Other than just
Okay.
like radiant shit.
Mm-hmm. It's a level 2 spell, so it'd be about 120 gold, for one.
Okay.
Did we just like walk in, or have we not walked in yet?
I mean, I assumed y'all went in, but
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is Gilmore here? Like,
yeah, of course.
What's he doing?
It's his store.
Yeah, but like, did he greet us? Is he with other customers? Like,
Oh my goodness. Okay, you walk in,
Mr.
and
Gordon.
Gilmore is like, "Frigus, darling, it's so good to see you again."
It's been too long, Gilmore.
Only a couple days.
What? Yeah, well, you know what I meant.
Couldn't resist coming back.
Well, you didn't accept my IOU, so
Oh, you know how we do it around here. Payment up front.
we just don't know each other well enough yet, Gilmore.
Perhaps not. And we still don't know each other enough now. What can I do for you and your friends?
Would you recommend? Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, we contracted a job from one of the local temples. One of their crypts appears to have a bit of a infestation. We're looking for things that might be useful against the undead.
This is a half-truth. So I'm gonna ask you to roll deception with advantage.
Alright, well, I got a -1 to this, so nothing
Yep.
can go wrong.
I believe in you. Huge.
Huge. He squints at you.
Alright, hold on. If that's a fail, I can take a +3.
Yeah?
I'll take a +3. It's a
Didn't you-
20.
How many times can you use that?
3 times per day.
Oh my god, and that's what you're gonna use it on?
I mean, we've got 2 days till we have to go fight, so like, yeah. Today's shopping, tomorrow's my vision quest, and then we have to go fight.
Then you have to go fight, yeah. He shrugs.
Yeah, I don't think he particularly would care either way.
No, it's not his business. You were doing whatever. Infestation, huh? Well, I've got a couple of scrolls just floating around there. Anything in particular you're really looking for?
I'm not particularly well versed, but something that does radiant damage, I believe, would be good against the undead.
Alright. And you need any potions or anything?
We will most likely need potions, yes.
You don't happen to have a cleric for hire, do you?
Yeah, do you have a cleric we can rent?
Oh, I don't really deal in that kind of business. You could always see if there's anyone out there you could contract, but recently they've been a little pricey. Rumor has it there's, someone running around with their own little pack.
Their own little pack, huh? How long has that been going on?
Oh, you know. Few years, I don't really count them. But we do what we can. Now you were looking for radiant spells?
Indeed. If you have any items that would be beneficial to us, I'd be happy to look into those as well.
Mm-hmm. Perfect, let me... Oh.
I purchased the Flaming Raging Poisoning Sword of Doom.
Hold on, sorry.
The what?
To me.
Sorry, O'Malley was causing problems on purpose.
Flip him.
Do a barrel roll.
And is continuing to cause problems on purpose. Hold on, I'm just trying to find some items. Spell scrolls. How many are you looking to grab?
Suppose it depends on the level of the spell.
I've got a couple level 2s, a couple level 3s, some first level.
Well, which spells?
Well, I've got some guiding bolt for you here. If you're really feeling up to it, I've got some third level blinding smite, but only a very small amount of them.
Blinding smite?
The paladin spell.
Yeah. Next time you hit something, deal radiant damage. Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
And it can blind the target. I mean, throwing that to Nith might be kind of funny.
Yeah, I think, I mean, y'all should know, I believe Soraya has that as well. No, Soraya has Searing Smite.
And, protection against these lovely undead? Any scrolls for that?
Oh, Oh, like a poison. Yes, I have a couple of protection from poison. Level 2. So hold on, I'm looking at this spell scroll level 0. Those would be like cantrips or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. I do, in fact... Wait, where did I put it? No, I closed it. Never mind. I don't remember what it is. Too late. I lost it.
Unfortunate.
No, I found it. Okay, so... Cantrip spells, he's got... a Sacred Flame. Those are 10 gold. Your... level 1s are 60, level 2s are 120, and your level 3s, if I can find where they went, 200.
I think we should get at least one Blinding Smite and toss it to Nith, because I think it has to be a melee attack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm double checking that actually real quick.
Yeah. Melee
Yes, it
weapon
does.
attack. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that wouldn't work for Nith, because melee weapon.
Melee...
Your
Nith is a
unarmed
monk.
strikes count. Yeah, unarmed strikes count.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nith
I
is
also
the
have a
weapon.
sword.
Yeah, Nith is the
Mhm.
weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think also if Nith, even if Nith uses a weapon that they're proficient with, it still counts as unarmed
Mhm.
strike if it's a higher damage number. Monks are weird.
I love them.
Okay, so yeah, we should get at least one of those so that Nith can nuke something.
Okay, I'm gonna put this
Uh,
in general here.
Something just fell off my desk. That's
Okay, you want a 1 blinding smite. Blinding smite is
oh yeah,
a
I'm making
level
a list in
3.
chat also.
Yeah, I'm just putting it in here because then I'm gonna add everything after session for y'all, so
Okay.
we don't have to do that in the middle. So that's level 3, so that's 200 gold.
Should we get protection from poison? How many of those should we get, do you guys think?
I'm gonna say he's got 4 available, so
Trying to think.
Are any
I
of
mean,
us naturally resistant to poison?
That's a great question.
and they're level 2, so they'll be 120. Poison. Hold on.
I mean, yeah, ideally, Soraya, Barrett, and Nith are going to be the ones who are kind of up in the mix. Like, in an ideal situation, Frigus, Lyra, and I kind of get to hang back a little bit. That's
Mhm.
not always how things go, but, like, plan for the best, I suppose. Or... And like, as long as I'm up, I've got the means to heal people and get them back up.
So you get like 1 or 2 of those, do you think?
I think probably
you-
2, so it'd be
2?
240.
Okay. Are you making the list in general?
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to just send that, then I won't make one. If you want to send that when you're done. And then we can do, like, who pays and distributing, like, after.
Yeah. Do we want to get a guiding bolt scroll for you, Frigus? So you have a good radiant option to throw out in case you need it? I mean, you might be better off just fireballing, but it also might not hurt.
It couldn't hurt to have one.
Those are 60.
Hold on, wait. I might be
Also,
clicking
probably 4 of those.
Damn it. Okay. I was gonna say, shit, what if Lyra Zephyr Striked and then Guiding Bolted with a spell, but unfortunately that doesn't work.
Fucked up, man.
Okay, so one Guiding Bolt is 60 gold.
Yep.
Anybody have anything else they think they want or need? Lyra wanted some, or not Lyra, Nith wanted some healing potions, right?
Yes.
How much are those?
Okay, regular healing potions are 50, greater healing are 150.
I'll take a regular.
A regular? Oh yeah, you only have 52 gold.
Hold on.
No, hold on,
We've
we're
got
gonna,
some-
it'll
some
be a
fun
pooled
sugar
thing.
daddy.
Buy
Yeah.
it all.
It'll be
No.
a communal.
I was just given 500
Oh,
gold.
yeah.
I'll buy
Oh
it.
yeah. Yeah. Solace is gonna expense it.
We're spending Barrett's money, not mine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Solace has a
This
sugar
was
daddy now.
only your childhood father.
I do have 3 additional healing potions already before I even
Mhm.
dip into my actual healing magic, so I think we're honestly okay on healing.
Okay. And Soraya has healing stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's hopefully good, unless
How many healing potions did you want to grab? Or did you not want to grab any?
Nith, how many
Um,
do you want?
Just one.
Are you sure?
Wait. None. I have 2. I thought I had 1, but I have 2.
Okay.
I'm good.
Did you want to get any greater healing or?
I wouldn't mind like 1 greater, 1 normal. I have 0 currently, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Normal 50, greater 150.
Yeah. That's what we're looking at.
Cool. Looks good. Are you Okay, thanks. I was like, hold on, I don't understand these numbers. Give me a second. Protection from poison. Hold on. That's a 2nd level. Those are 120. Okay, cool. What was Blinding Smite? 3rd level. Yes, okay. I see that. Sorry, hold on. That looks good to me. And so
700 gold total.
yeah, if you want to subtract, are you just using
I'll just
all
pay it.
500 plus the? Okay, cool. And then I'll divvy that up. Like I'll put that into everybody's stuff. Do you want to specify who's getting what real quick in there, and then?
Yeah.
I know
protection
the
from
blinding
poison.
smite is going to Nith, but like if you want to put in who's
Yeah.
getting the rest, then yeah.
Let's see. Protection from poison, Nith, and
I think. Let me check if
Hold on.
Soraya has. What's
should
up?
we give
You
one of
didn't
the?
pay yet, right?
Not yet. I mean,
Okay.
I can add the money back. I've only spent 700.
Oh, I just
Sir.
mean that. I'm gonna talk to him a little bit, and you know.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'm almost thinking, should we give one of the protection from poisons to Fregus since he's the most fragile?
He is the most fragile. He's our squishiest.
Like he's like
I'm a
like
squishy little
the
boy.
goal is for Fregus to not get attacked at all. But also, if Fregus does get attacked, it might be good to have some
Yeah.
buff on him because Lyra and I both have, I think, a good amount more HP than Fregus.
Yeah. I'm okay. I have 52, so I'll be okay.
Yeah, I think Regis is like the lowest.
Hey, wizards. Am I right?
Mhm.
Yep.
I'm gonna kind of look at everything we've tallied up.
Hmm.
So, what was the price for all this? You said Gilmore, 600.
700, darling.
Oh, but we're making such a large purchase. Certainly, there's something you could do to help us out. We do plan to be very loyal customers for quite a long time now.
How long? Until you finish this little thing and run off?
I think as
We have-
this conversation's happening, Solace is gonna kind of walk up, and I'm just gonna be giving the help action to Fregus, but I'm gonna kind of start setting stuff on the counter and say, "Oh, you know me. I always find my way back here."
That you do. Give me a persuasion with advantage.
Fregus,
Oh.
don't fuck it up. You fucked it up. You fucked it up
Fucking
so
way.
bad.
What?
Oh my fucking god.
I'm killing your character in my campaign. For that. You fucked up.
Hey,
Holy shit!
listen, it's
The
my
double
birthday, right?
ones!
Like it's just my my
Oh
birthday.
my
god!
god!
Have inspiration that we forgot to
This
add to the
is.
sheet or something.
I already
right?
gave it to you. This is my birthday gift.
The, I think we've established that like Solace gets along really well with him.
Yeah.
And like I think there's a natural disdain for the aristocracy, and I think he just gets the vibe off of Fregus of like, oh, this bitch grew up rich.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
That's beautiful. Solace, you recognize the, like, strained smile that hits Gilmore. You're free to make a persuasion check.
I mean, I kind of want to respect the double one. I think that
Do
Solace
you
is
wanna?
going to try to
Okay.
do damage control and like put the money on the counter and say,
Okay.
thank you so much for your help.
Beautiful. Yeah, 700. That's gorgeous. I need a screenshot of this.
Out of like shame, I'm going to drop an extra 50 gold on the counter. Listen, we'll an act of goodwill. Surely we'll feel better about each other than once we get to know each other a little more, right? And then just like go. leave
You like
without an
book
answer.
it? You're like, bye! Speed walking out of Gilmore's.
Mhm.
Gilmore gives Solace a knowing smile and pockets the 50 gold.
Thank you for your help. I really do appreciate it.
Of course. Take care of what's been plaguing us, won't you, dear Solace?
I think Solace kind of smiles and takes what he's purchased and heads out. And I
Perfect.
guess we head back to low or to the base.
Yeah, I forgot I named it that.
Yeah, you named it that.
Yeah. I was like, what do you mean you're heading back to low? They're in a
Yeah.
different continent.
No, we're gonna go get
Mhm.
Glampy and Low, and they're gonna fight for us.
No, we're
Yeah,
heading
they
back
do
to
the same
Fletcher
thing
because
as
he, clearly I can't negotiate for shit.
And you know Fletcher and
least-
Gilmore are like good friends.
I step outside and I'm like, damn, I could have sworn that would have worked in another lifetime.
Solace pats you on the back and says, he is a shrewd businessman. You did your best.
Oh, that's so funny. Perfect. Okay, yeah, you head back, to, headquarters of Low. Liberators of Iman.
Yeah.
I forgot I named them that. And I did that on purpose, because I thought it was funny. Yeah, okay, you head back. you've got some time now, kind of get it all sorted, and everything.
All right, I think I gotta borrow Nith for a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
Heyo.
cute. You borrow Nith.
I think I bring Nith up to Solace's room, and I'm gonna start kind of like grabbing a bunch of the little canisters and containers that are on my desk as I'm talking, and I'll just say, we are fortunate that we know what we're up against. Regardless, I'm the kind of person I'd like to be as careful as possible, and I don't want you getting maladied by something that we don't have a plan for. And I think Solace is going to kind of, almost like he's fitting clothes to you, going to kind of walk over and kind of like try to like position your arms a little bit and say, this is going to take a moment, but I'd feel a lot better if you had a little bit of protection going into this. And I am going to use infusion-resistant armor for Nith, and give Nith resistance to necrotic damage. And I think what this looks like is Solace, I think I have more than explained, is basically a graffiti wizard. I think that this is a much more delicate procedure. I think that it is almost like, I don't know what to say. Not like perfume, but like doing like very intricate, almost like paint on Nith's armor is not the right word, but armor.
That's so intimate.
I mean, yes, it does involve a lot of Solace leaning very close to you.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I think that it is, I think he has like little paint brushes and stuff too, and he is essentially just inscribing glyphs on your clothes that very quickly fade and disappear, but will protect you from necrotic damage.
Awesome.
And yes, I do think it involves a lot of sort of like towering over Nith and kind of moving her around a little bit so that I can work on this ward. I don't know how Nith reacts to that. I don't want to.
I mean, she's not gonna be able to hide how nervous that makes her. Just like the proximity and like the physical touch of like the brushes, and yeah, she's sweating.
I think Solace is familiar with people being uncomfortable near him.
It's not discomfort. It's like, I guess she doesn't really know what to do with it. Like, she's enjoying the like his presence and like closeness, but like she doesn't know like how to handle herself, I guess.
I also do think that Solace has a very task-oriented kind of autism. I think that like for the duration of this, he is very focused on the work that he is doing.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. She's just falling in love. Don't worry about it.
No big deal. Very casual.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one of my 3 infusions. All right, that should be good. And with the scroll that we've just picked up, that should protect you from hopefully the majority of what we're up against.
Do the glyphs and stuff show, this is out of character, like show on her skin or her clothes?
I would assume yes.
I think maybe a little bit, yeah.
a
I
little
think they
bit, yeah.
shimmer.
Okay. She's gonna like kind of hold her arms out in front of her and like inspect them. With like a small look of like a slight look of awe on her face, and she's just gonna say, you know, these are beautiful. Where did you learn to do this?
Actually, it's one of the books that you found that we stole. I've been trying to read through some of the information relating to the Age of Arcanum, and I found some very, I suppose outdated is the word, but old theory on, warding magics, and this is unfortunately kind of a trial run for us, but I do have full confidence it will work.
Well, I'm happy to be your guinea pig.
I think he smiles and says, "All right, now I've got to go do the same thing for Soraya," and he's gonna walk out of the room.
Oh my god.
Definitely gonna deflate a little bit.
Oh.
Just a little bit. And then
yeah,
go
and
find
I'm-
the others.
I am going to use another infusion to give Soraya resistance to necrotic,
Aw, beautiful.
since those two are going to be our frontliners. Because Soraya is also a monk, right?
Soraya's a paladin ranger.
Okay, well, Soraya's a frontliner. Regardless.
Soraya's a frontliner. Soraya is like the homebrew paladin class.
Okay.
She
so
does
yeah,
have a
I'm gonna
gun though if she ends up not at the front
need
line.
it, Yeah. Okay. So that's 2 of my infusions. That gives me 1 more infusion slot. I don't know what I should do with it. On one hand, I could give 1 more person defensive armor, or I could just let Freegas keep the ring. I don't know. Flash, how you feel about having an extra fireball?
It could definitely be handy if we're dealing with large groups of enemies.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Solace heads back downstairs and flicks the ring back to you and kind of shrugs and says, "Till death do us part."
Oh my god, Nith is gonna fucking lose her mind.
Oh,
Nith
well,
is
that was
like
the quick-
busy. Sorry.
That was the quickest divorce of my life.
You've been divorced before?
No, not anymore.
Hey Nith, where are you?
I assumed she went back to the
Did you-
rest of the group.
Okay, then you heard all of that.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I mean, they're joking, right? She could tell they're joking.
Who
Right.
knows?
Right?
Right?
Fee?
I don't-
Right?
I don't know.
Right?
Are they not y'all peeking
are they
OBS? I don't know.
I
Are you
didn't
two joking?
I mean, yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
wow.
I mean, well, I think Nith has to roll an insight check to see if double nat ones come out again.
Surely I can't be the only one, right?
I mean,
Myth, do you
there's a one-
believe? Oh, yes, Myth.
Myth
They're
knows.
joking.
Damn.
Okay.
Frigus
my-
is literally engaged to someone. I think.
I think I've only rolled nat 1s and nat 20s today, by the way. Just thought
Oh
I'd
my
throw that out there.
That's
Oh my
really
god, I
funny.
think you're right.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
There is no
Alright.
in between.
No.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
all my bullshit.
Hold on. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi. My Discord just like did a weird thing.
Mine was broken earlier. I just turned my computer off and on. You're good. How dare you have the need to make little hiccup sounds. I take away your infusion.
That's okay. Just do it again.
Oh, true.
Oh, true. Yeah. Okay. You do all the things.
I kill God.
You do not.
That's part of all the things. How dare you?
That is, I guess, part of all the things. I think... No, I want to do this first. Unless people want to go bed.
I'm good. I just woke up.
I'm good.
Yeah, I know.
I'm okay for a bit.
I'm
Okay,
okay
cool.
for a little bit too.
One more thing!
What do you want to do?
Solace.
Oh,
Is our last
me.
thing. It's you. You have been chosen.
the claw.
The Claw! You were visited by the Knowing Mentor 3 days ago. And she told you to meet her where it all began.
I think similar to when Solace was visiting his dad's grave, I think Solace kind of gets up very early in the morning, like 4 a.m. I think I'll put something that I know takes a while into the oven, and then I think I'll just kind of quietly slip out.
Yeah.
Does he have to make a stealth check?
At 4 a.m., are you all gonna be awake?
I don't know, man.
Make me a stealth
Listen, I just want
check.
to see another nat 1, okay?
Make me a stealth check. Yeah.
Not a nat 1.
Not a nat 1. I guess anybody who thinks they might overhear can roll a... I guess it would be a perception? You're
No,
sleeping.
I'm asleep. I'm just being a bitch.
Okay, yeah, good.
Yeah, you hear the sounds of Solace in the kitchen.
That's about it, probably, yeah. And you slip out.
I
You
go to Denny's.
you make your way winding through the streets. And you end up where it began. What does this place look like?
It is... I mean, it's the bakery that Solace took Nith to.
Mm-hmm.
Solace pauses for a moment, looking at the building. I think he sees a long, dark alleyway that he's been in many times. I think he sighs a little bit, and he walks into it.
You walk in, and it's dark. And there's actually, strangely enough, not a lot going on. But in the back, there is a fire going in an oven. And you walk towards it.
Yeah, Solace walks towards... Along the brick wall, there is a chimney for one of the large ovens. And on the back side of that wall, there is a second vent where it exhausts some of the extra heat. I think Solace walks up, kind of kneels down and puts a hand against it, feeling the warmth for the first time since he's come back to town. And I think he just looks around at no one, and he says, "I'm here."
You hear the voice of the knowing mentor. You arrived.
Why have you brought me here?
I know you have no love for the gods, and you have no right to. I know that we have not done what we should have done, and currently many of them fight me on what we should do. But there is a threat, and it cannot be ignored no matter how much my fellow brethren wish to ignore it. You are aware we cannot do much on these plains.
Are you talking of Moonwell?
Something much worse. He is but a blip in these plans that we've been made aware of. Only whispers, currently.
And so what would you have me do?
I would like to grant you a boon. If you agree, you would then be a champion of mine.
And what exactly would I be a champion of? What do you stand for? What do you hope for?
It is important to uphold reason and perception and truth. You cannot live without a moral cause. It is important to ensure that evil folk do not gain such power and then obscure said truth. Knowledge, information. I would not ask for devotion. Simply that you might walk beside.
I believe Saline in this. I agree. And I also strive to bring knowledge to the people who need it. I believe that that knowledge is the warmth that people need. I will offer you no devotion, but our ideals are the same. And if following my ideals allows me to act as a beacon for you, then I am happy to do so. So long as it means I can provide that warmth to the people who need it.
Of course. Then take this, and know I am with you. And you feel the phantom of, like, a kiss on your forehead, where third eye might be, and then the presence is gone.
I think as soon as the presence leaves, I think Solace looks down at the vent again, a small bit of warmth coming out of it. And I think now that he knows he's alone, he just starts to cry. And then I think he heads back to the base and starts making breakfast for everybody.
And I think that is where we're going to end our session.
Damn.
All right, next time I'll tell you guys the whole deal about my dad. For sure, for sure.
For sure, for sure.
For sure.
Mhm.
What did I get? Do I get a gun?
I will let you know what you get.
God-powered gun?
It's a
Gas-powered
secret.
Damn.
He gets the Fominator.
I get the
Oh
Fulminator!
my
It's
God.
the Fulminator. No, it's that 9th level time stop
I was about to say that
spell
next.
scroll. Yeah.
Guys,
No.
the weirdest thing just happened. I met God and she just gave me a bag of ketamine. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this.
Oh no.
Beautiful.
Also, you can't give us the time stop scroll because Goblin just gave it to us in Pathfinder.
Yeah, and Soraya has it. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, friends, for session, for being here. I think we'll pick back up. We have no problems on the 11th.
I'm free every day.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, cool.
I mean, it costs money, but I'm available.
Yeah, Venmo me 20 bucks.
Oh my god.
I am literally gonna buy you dinner the day before, but okay.
Hey, yo.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Just get married or something.
True.
Or
Thank
something.
God.
I don't know.
I'll think about it.
Next year, you free?
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Okay, cool. August 4th?
No, I don't like that date.
Okay, cool, cool. No worries,
Oh
no
my
worries.
Yeah, sorry.
It's the day before my birthday. Come on.
We
Yeah,
should have
Flash
gotten
is-
married a
Flash
day
is gonna
later,
be-
V.
Yeah, we
Flash
should have
is
gotten
gonna be
married a
ready
day
for Sash's
later.
birthday.
Yeah, of course. My bad. Okay, perfect. We will see all of you, on the 11th. Same time, same place.
Same place. Got
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Illy, bye, chat.
Bye.
Yeah.
Lily, bye.
Illy, bye.